AJ Styles has retired from the WWE, and Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns have won the Royal Rumble. This and so much more as I go over and discuss the 2026 Royal Rumble. The show opens up with the Women's Royal Rumble, and I want to say first, the arena looked absolutely empty, and to think WrestleMania will be here next year. Io Sky, Julia, and Asuka would all three face off in the Rumble, and I would love to see this match happen. Brie Bella would return and get a huge pop. They were going crazy for her. And Tiffany Stratton would make her return at number 30. The Bella Twins would face off against Rhea and Io. Maybe this is a potential WrestleMania match. Hopefully not. Io would try and pull down Lash Legend by her legs, but Lash would stomp her down and eliminate Io. Lash would soon be eliminated by Rhea, but what a performance by Lash. WWE obviously sees her as a big star. The final three of the match would be Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, and Sol Ruka. It's nice to see Sol here. She's going to be a huge star for WWE. Sol would try to hit the Soul Snatcher on the apron, but would be eliminated by Tiffany. And seconds later, Liv would hit the Oblivion to eliminate Tiffany, and now Liv Morgan has won the 2026 Royal Rumble, and she will most likely face Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship she lost last year. Next up is Gunther versus AJ Styles, with AJ Styles' career on the line. Early on, AJ's elbow will be busted open, bleeding all over Gunther. AJ would put Gunther in a headlock, but Gunther would grab the ref, and while he's distracted, would mule kick AJ in the dick. Gunther would hit the powerbomb, but AJ would kick out. Gunther is relentless. He beats the holy hell out of AJ in the corner, telling him to give up like a little bitch. It's looking bad for AJ right now, but AJ won't go down like that, and he fights back. But Gunther would put AJ into a sleeper hold, and he has it in deep. But AJ fights out of it, but Gunther rains down the elbows on AJ and locks it back in. AJ's still fighting, but Gunther won't let go. AJ's nearly at the ropes, just an inch away, but Gunther pulls him back and sinks it in. And AJ Styles would soon pass out and loses the match. AJ Styles' WWE career is over. Yet again, another career killed by Gunther. What a match to end his time in WWE, debuting at the 2016 Royal Rumble and having his last match of the 2026 Royal Rumble. AJ looks like he's going to leave his gloves in the ring, but he puts them back on. He's not going out like that. Maybe we see AJ Styles in an AEW ring soon. Next up is Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Championship. Drew would hit a white noise off the middle rope. Drew would hit 3 Future Shock DDTs, but Sami would kick out. Sami would go for the haluva kick, but Drew would duck and he hits the Claymore. But Sami would get his feet on the rope at the last possible second. Drew would power slam Sami through the announce table. Drew was telling Sami to stay down, slapping him, but it fires Sami up and he hits an exploder suplex in the corner. But as Sami is going for the haluva kick, he's hit with a Claymore. But Drew isn't done as he hits another Claymore, and he pins Sami to win the match and retain his undisputed WWE Championship. Drew honestly beat the dog shit out of Sami this whole match. I'm glad to see Drew with the title and him look like a monster. You gave it your all, Sami. Don't worry, you'll be back next WrestleMania. And we move on to the main event, the Men's Royal Rumble. Surprisingly, number 1 would be Oba Femi, and number 2 would be Braun Breaker. And as Braun would make his way to the ring, he's attacked by a man in a hoodie and curb stomped. Why does everyone have this same damn black hoodie? And Oba Femi would take advantage and eliminate Braun Breaker. And Oba Femi starts cleaning house with 5 early eliminations. Oba, Javon, and Trick would face off in the ring, and it reminded me of their triple threat they had last year. And damn, what a match that was. The original Grande Americana would come out, which is unfortunately Chad Gable. I was hoping Chad would come back just as himself, but nope, we're still doing this Grande Americana bullshit. I'm sorry you have to go through this, Chad. You deserve better. Powerhouse Hobbs would be number 14, but he is now Royce Keys. I loved Hobbs in AEW. Hopefully he's treated well in WWE. LA Knight would make his return at number 21. Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi would face off. This could be a potential WrestleMania match, but Brock unfortunately eliminates Oba, which was very fucking stupid. And then Jey Uso was next in the Royal Rumble. Shit could not get any worse. Roman Reigns would come out at 26, and Gunther would be number 30. Javon would go for an OG cutter, but was met with an RKO in midair. Javon would be eliminated by Randy Orton, but what a damn good performance Javon had. He, like many others, will be a huge star in WWE. Cody would be eliminated by Drew McIntyre fucking him over, and it's obvious that Cody and Drew are most likely going to face off at WrestleMania. And we move on to the Final Four, and why the fuck is Logan Paul in the Final Four 2 years in a row? But the final 2 in the ring would be Roman Reigns and Gunther, but ultimately Roman Reigns would win the 2026 Royal Rumble. Hopefully he'll show up more now that he won the Rumble, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. He'll most likely face CM Punk at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship, and the show ends with the Tribal Chief pointing the ones in the sky. And that was the 2026 Royal Rumble. The Rumble matches themselves wasn't all that great. The Sami and Drew match was okay, but that AJ Styles and Gunther match, now that was really good. I'm not too thrilled about the winners of each Rumble, but I can understand why they did it. And can we not go back to Saudi Arabia for a Royal Rumble again? Please God. But we unfortunately have to look forward to WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, getting more Arab money. But I hope you all did enjoy this video. I'll make more silly videos like this in the future, so stop on by when the time comes. But until then, be careful.